Hey, Jimbo Billy Bob Good Time, and today we are going to be doing these famous San Francisco sourdough burgers. So this is a burger that was made famous by I think Marie Callender's. So it's so as you would imagine, you put it on a sourdough. I think they did like a sourdough, sliced sourdough. We've got a sourdough roll that we're going to put this on, and it's going to be about a third to a half-pound burger. And we're going to do grilled onions on it, and then we're going to top it with Thousand Island dressing. We got some cheese too to go on there too, a certain kind of cheese, you'll see as we go along. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is going to start with the hamburger here. We are going to go ahead and add to this some of these. Again, you've seen this before on the Jimbo Billy Bob burgers. We usually put the bacon crumbles that we get from Costco. So we're going to put some of those in, just give it some good fat flavor, good bacon flavor. And today we're using, well, we're usually always using 5 Mary's ground beef. We get this from Fort Jones, Northern California. Great beef that we get from them, all natural. And so we'll go ahead and mix this in. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up with about a 1/3 pound burger here. I'm just going to put a little bit of seasoning in here. This is buttery, buttery and blend, burger blend. So we're just going to add a little bit of this for a little flavor in here. Not too much, there's going to be plenty of flavor. Got the sourdough, we'll have onions in here. We already got the bacon in there. So just mix that in like so. And obviously your hand is the best thing to mix a hamburger with. Okay, so we got this set to 0. So we just want to measure out. We're looking for somewhere between 1/3 of a pound or a half pound. 1/3 of a pound would be about 5 something, and a half would be what, 8, right? So we're right about there. So we're going to make this is going to be our patty. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make this into, here's the sourdough roll. So we want to make it kind of into the shape of that. So instead of our traditional round burger, we're going to make this a little bit more oblong. So, okay. So now what we're going to do, how we're going to get the bun ready. This is a sourdough roll. So these are kind of hard to find, but I did find this at a Safeway in Watsonville. And so anyway, but it's got a really good sourdough smell. And so this is probably one of the most important parts of the sourdough burger is that you get sourdough, right? So there we go. So we got this cut in half. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a little, this is butter with garlic. Use the garlic press, put about 12.5, and set that aside over here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll cut the onion. Now we're not going to do chopped onions. We're going to do grilled onions that are, well, you'll see here. You watch our fingers. But what we'll do is we're going to slice this so that we get the rings. So kind of like we're doing onion rings, right? But we're going to go ahead and cook these down, and so they'll be all, softened up and everything. And then what we'll do is we'll put them on. They'll be grilled onions we'll put on top of the burger once it's done. And then we have a sauce that we'll put on that, a Thousand Island sauce, which is traditional for the sourdough burger. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start by grilling this bread. That we buttered. It's got garlic butter on it. So we're going to put those in. Start there. It's extremely hot, this cast iron. Press it down there real good.
Well, this will be a rarity.
You can smell it.
You only had 4 times in 22.
Yeah, keep an eye on this too, because it's going to cook fast. Look at that already.
The 5th.
This one, yep.
2002.
So just another couple seconds, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put it over here and let it finish kind of baking so that we get the whole bread. I mean, this is great. That looks good there on that side. That one too. So now we're going to go ahead and put these in here on this side, and this is up here about 350 degrees, so it's going to just kind of bake there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put a little, this is avocado oil, so a little avocado oil in there. Spread that around a little bit. It's a nice, very hot cast iron. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, the heat. A little bit. There. And then what we're going to do, we got plenty of room in there, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put the burger in. It's our oblong burger here.
There's another great one for you.
I'm going to put that in there. Right there. And right next to it, we're going to put the onions. We're going to put these onions in here. These will soften up as they sit in here. So you have some good mix of flavors in there with the onions and the hamburger.
Getting your team to have the right mindset.
All right, so these are done here, these onions. So we're just going to take these off now. Take them off and we'll put them over here. They're just going to stay warm over here on that foil. And we got the garlic buds up here. So again, this is probably, we're down to about 300 right now. But I'm going to flip the burger now. There we go. So that's picking up, besides that avocado oil that we put down there, there was that butter and garlic. We're going to make a nice crust. Okay, so we're going to put Monterey Jack as the cheese that we're going to use for this. So this was the traditional sourdough burger. So we'll put, I got 2 slices here. That's a big piece of meat. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that on top of it here. Okay, now our cheese is melted. Our Monterey Jack is melted. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put this right on to our garlic bread there. Here's the top, and then I'm going to go ahead and get a cutting board, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got our hamburger here, our cheeseburger with Monterey Jack. So we're going to take it over here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put some Thousand Island dressing. This is kind of the traditional dressing that they had on the sourdough burger. Not too much, but there you go. Enough for flavor there. Then we're going to put.
You do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you. True?
We're going to put our onions on it. Here. Good amount of onions.
Who is that guy?
Ooh. This smells great. And then all we got to do is put the top on it. And this is your San Francisco sourdough burger. Top on like this. Give it a little cut and then we'll cook it.
What exactly are you asking me to do? Tread very carefully.
If we do this correctly, every single
So there you go.
will get what they deserve.
San Francisco sourdough burger. Take a little bite here. Look at the juices coming off there.
That's definitely him.
Dude, that's just a regular peppermint frosty.
I gotta ask him. Hello.
Hi.
Mind if I sit?
Fantastic. Famous San Francisco sourdough burger. So this was made famous